Hey, how's it going? I'm Resale Rafa, and this is my year-long series, Follow My Flipping Dollar. On July 20th, 2019, I started with a single dollar, and I invested it at a garage sale on a single item. I sold that item for $40 and fully reinvested everything. And my plan is, just for a fun challenge, to do that for the course of a year, to keep purchasing things at garage sales and thrift stores, and selling them, reinvesting everything to see how much I can grow that single dollar in a year's time. Today is August 26, 2019. So it's been 37 days since the challenge started, and I just wanted to give my sales numbers basically before the video started, so you can kind of see where I'm at so far. From that single dollar, I've made a total in 37 days of $3,775.42 in total sales. Now from that, I've had to, of course, pay eBay and Amazon fees. That, you know, the company charges you a fee for using their platform, and then I've had to pay shipping fees. I've had to pay for supplies like shipping boxes, packing tape, things like that. And then, of course, I've reinvested in a lot of products, and so in my inventory that I have, so that's where a lot of the money has gone. But I actually have $1,656 cash on hand and to reinvest in the business, because like I said, my plan is not to just pocket it or really spend it on anything, whatever. My plan is to just keep reinvesting as much as possible to see basically in a year's time how much I can grow that dollar. So thanks for watching my channel. If you want more to get hooked kind of on the whole story of this, it'd help if you went back and watched the very first one, then the second one, then the third. And you can see that a lot of times I buy things by the bundle or by the lot. And so when like for example, I sold a baseball bat tonight, and it was from the first lot of bats that I bought. So that's kind of cool. So thanks again for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. And thanks for watching Follow My Flipping Dollar. It's Monday afternoon. I got off work at like 3 something today, and I thought I'd hit the how on Monday. And I think my string of bad luck is over for the week. Let me show you what I got for 10 bucks total. It's a vintage Coleman backpack, camping backpack with a frame on it. And this particular color on eBay, there's somebody that has it posted for like 50 bucks, and there's a lot of watchers on it, so that should be a good one. Some Sony shelf speakers. This is pretty much like new, open box condition. The Hunt, and this is going for like $30 on eBay plus shipping on top. It's hard to tell what's in here. Let's see. This is a Dallas Cowboys frost guard, like for your windshield. I'm gonna hold on to this and wait to sell it till it's cold out. Being that we're in Oklahoma, most people, if they're gonna support an NFL team, support the Cowboys. So this should definitely sell in the wintertime. And then check this out. I hit the Nerf lot on a Monday afternoon at like almost 4 o'clock after a lot of people pass by it. These are ones that I'll probably sell locally because they're kind of big, and so I don't want to ship them. Nerf Hailfire. This gun doesn't go for a whole lot, but just for the cartridges alone, plus when you lot it up with other guns, it'll go for more than by itself. Nerf Mega Bow. And then the best one, a Centuron. When I found it, it didn't have the bipod stand on it, and it didn't have the clip on it. I was looking it up on eBay and saw if it had the clip and the bipod stand. It sells for more, so I just looked around the toy area and found both of them. So let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 2 speakers, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like about 8 things for $10, so just a little over $1 a piece. I don't know. This one feels good. Just felt like I couldn't miss. I also found a Dallas Cowboys Monopoly game that I was super excited because it was going to sell for a lot. But when I opened it up, it was just the board alone. But all these other ones are really good, and it's going to make up for this last weekend, I guess. As you can see, I just hurriedly made it by U.S. Post Office in Broken Arrow. My post office closes at 5:30, and if I have sales on Monday, I try to get home and pack them up and get them to the post office. Actually, I had another sale that I'll show you later tonight that I didn't have time to pack. So the one that I did sell, I'll show you right here. So it is the GM Cadillac, the wireless speakers with remote. I made a mistake on this listing, and it cost me. So I purchased the item for $5. It sold for $100 plus shipping on top. When I went to pack it, I noticed on my spreadsheet that I keep that I had put that it was 4 headsets, and you can see in the listing it says that it's 5 headsets. And so what made this even more of a challenge is that the buyer is an international customer, and so the last thing I wanted was to sell a super expensive item, ship it, international, and then have to pay to get it returned or whatnot. So what I did was it sold overnight. I contacted the buyer this morning, first thing before I went to work, and said, hey, I made a mistake. It's actually only 4 headsets, not 5. Do you still want it? Please advise. I can refund you $20. So he actually ended up messaging me back that it was fine, don't worry about it, and he still wanted it. So I didn't know whether it seemed like he didn't worry about the $20, but just as kind of a good measure, I went ahead and refunded him $20 because in my mind, he was paying for 5 things. 20% of that was suddenly gone, and so I wanted to refund him 20% of what he paid. So, and especially because I didn't have much into the item and it sold really well anyway. So I paid $5, it sold for $100. I paid $20 in eBay fees for this one, and then the $20 refund. So I'm looking to reinvest $60 total, a nice $55 profit. I wish I wouldn't have made the listing mistake because it probably still would have sold for $100, but that's just, you make mistakes when you're listing stuff, and sometimes it costs you. So, but that was a good sale. What was I going to say about that? I don't know. That's just a tip that if you realize you make a mistake, it's better to be upfront with the customer and take care of the situation, because let's say I would have mailed it and just hoped that he wouldn't have noticed that it said it was 5 headphones when it was only 4 in the picture. Hopefully he had been looking at the picture, not the listing. I just didn't want to get into all that and then be upset when I had to refund him later. I just thought I'm going to do it off the top. And hopefully that when I've done that in past or situations similar to like that, that's always worked out really well for me in my reviews that the eBay buyers give you. And so hopefully just like good karma, it'll come back as a good review of some sort. So that's what I sold today, and I dropped off all my other stuff that I had packed up last night, and then later on tonight I'll show you what sold today that I didn't have time to pack. On top of that, something really exciting happened. Not a big sale, but I just found that yearbook, the 1966 Will Rogers Tulsa yearbook yesterday. I ended up listing it on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. I only listed it for $20 because it had water damage, and at the end of the day, it felt kind of bad just listing something for so expensive when someone's probably just trying to get their memories back. I was thinking that I was going to have to sit on this yearbook for a couple of years for it to sell. Two people emailed me or messaged me on Facebook since last night, and they're both interested. One guy lives just like a mile or two from me, and he wants to pick it up tonight. I think we're picking it up at 6:15 here in just a few. And he wanted to pay just $15 for it, which I'm fine with. I paid 40 cents for it, and so that's a real quick flip. I'm not going to sit on it forever. And he said that he's getting it for his brother who lost his in a house fire, and so even more, sometimes you can just do something return something basically to somebody, and you know, you make a little bit of money, but you don't have to make a ton. So I can't believe that one happened. I didn't even have to make a Facebook ad for that to like do the whole thing where I was talking about targeting people that had graduated in that year. They just saw it on Facebook Marketplace and wanted it. So I'm about to go head out and meet this guy's brother, I guess, to sell him the yearbook. So I guess I'm going to be picking up yearbooks from now on, especially local ones that I can flip locally. Met my yearbook buyer at my local QT. He paid me in 5s and 1s, 15 bucks. This go right in my front pocket next Saturday for garage selling. So a little bit about my cash strategy on garage sale days. I keep my 20s in my back pocket and 5s and 1s, maybe sometimes 10s in my front pocket, because let's say you're negotiating and you're trying to get something down from like 5 to 3 or 3 to 2, or you don't want to pull out a wad of 20s and then your 1s and 5s. You want to keep those separate so it doesn't, I mean, when you're bickering over a couple bucks, I always keep just my 5s and my 1s in my front pocket, so that'll be good for that. That's garage sale money right there. Anyway, the brother was there whose book had burnt, and he was super happy to get the book back. So that felt good. So a little bit of disappointment well, really a lot of disappointment considering my weekend. When I got home, I tested the Nerf Centron, and let me show you how I test it when I'm in the store. And if it makes this noise, it almost always works, just Nerf guns in general. If you can prime them, oh, it actually is. This is the real problem with it. Let me take the clip out. See, it seems like it's going to work because you can fully prime it and it shoots. When you put the clip in with your mega darts, put one in. You can see it gets stuck halfway. So to avoid going as far down the resale rabbit hole, I caught myself, I was watching several videos online about what to do to fix the jam. I stopped watching videos when I watched some teenage kid essentially do surgery on the gun. He completely took all the screws opened up all the mechanisms, looking for broken pieces and trying to fix the internal workings, and I thought, I just don't have time for that. This is actually like a $40 gun selling online with shipping on top, but considering that I may not be able to fix it, I just don't want to invest that much time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the clip and the stand. This is selling for like 10 bucks with shipping on top, and this maybe like 7. So I was thinking I was going to bundle the two together and try to sell them for 15, because at the end of the day, for all this together, I paid about $1. And so instead of spending too much more time on it, I'm just going to sell these two things, hopefully make about 15 to 20 bucks. I'll show you what I do when I'm saving things to sell for later. Here's an example. Look at all those Guitar Hero guns, or Guitar Hero guitars I have. There's some down there, Guitar Hero games, some there. What I essentially do, since I'm waiting to sell them for a while, is I number them with how it is in my Excel spreadsheet, basically. And so that when I go to sell it, I know exactly which one it was, because I'm waiting till winter time to do it. So this just makes it easy, and I use like that frog tape it's painter's tape, because it doesn't leave sticky residue. Okay, so let's get to the sales that I had for today. The first one, like I said, is it's one of those baseball bats from the very first lot of bats that I bought. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that I've well made my money back from my investment. I paid $40 for 10 bats, and I've definitely gone way past, got my profit back from it. Each bat I had $4 invested, so theoretically I had $4 invested in this bat. It sold, it's a DeBarini Vexum, and it is a 31-inch, 26 ounces. If you're new to selling bats, that's really important. You have to know there's something important called the drop on a bat, and that is you take the 31 inches in length minus the 26 ounces. So this would be a drop of 5. A lot of times on bats it will say that. There we go. It's a drop of 5 right there. You can see this one's pretty dinged up. It's now set on eBay for, I guess, like a little over a month, which is not a long time. And to be honest, I'm not really all that aware of what season it is as far as like sports go, so it might not even be baseball season. I don't know. But someone bought this bat from Puerto Rico today for $10, and they actually paid twice that to ship it to Puerto Rico. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. So I'm gonna get this shipped out tonight, or wrapped up and taken to the post office tomorrow. Next, sold. I had a pair of RCA speakers. I'm just going to hold one up because they're identical. They look like this. I picked these up for a total of $2. I only got $12 for them. I paid $2.50 in fees. Looking to reinvest $9.50 after I pay the fees. From the Vexum bat, I meant to say the DeMarini bat, I had purchased it for $4. I sold it for $10. I paid $3.30 in fees, looking to reinvest $6.70 from that bat sale. So even though I'm kind of dwindling down to the last few bats, I'm still making profit on them, which is good. So I sold the bat, sold the speakers. Next, the third sale of the day, I sold, and I actually had more sales today, but I already got them to the post office. So I'm just showing you the sales that haven't been taken to the post office yet. I sold the TaylorMade burner driver. I do so well with bats and everything, I figured I'd get into golf clubs. They're pretty hard because I've never played golf before, and so I'm having just to learn from step one, basically. And if you're a Cincinnati picker, has some good videos about both bats and golf clubs if you're looking for somebody that's really knowledgeable about them. I've watched his videos, and that's been really helpful. But anyway, this driver, I picked it up in a bag. It's kind of hard to say what I paid for it because it was 2 weekends ago. There was an OGO bag. I think that's how you say that. I don't know. The bag wasn't great shape, so I'm not even sure I'm going to resell it. So what I did was I just made it like the bag was free, and I split up the clubs that were in it. There's a set of Ping Blade i3 irons that I've yet to list because I can't figure out kind of all the different metrics about them. Like, you have to say whether this I can't remember what this is called. Anyway, it's to say how stiff it is, if it's flexible, and I can't figure that out on the irons. And then there are some other clubs in there. So I'm basically saying that I paid $10 for this. It gets kind of hard sometimes when you buy a lot of things for one price. You kind of just have to assign a number, but saying I paid $10 for it. It sold tonight for $35. I paid $4.60 in fees, looking to reinvest $30.40. So nice $20 profit there from this one. And I think I paid for the bag with all the clubs in it, $40 total. So this one sale almost paid for the entire golf bag purchase that had the clubs in it. So that's pretty much it for today. I did get some things listed. You can see right there. That's the vintage Coleman hiking backpack. I think that thing is really cool. I picked it up for $1 today, or like $1.11 at the How, as part of my How haul, and I just love stuff like that. So the problem with it, it's got an external frame. It's going to be super expensive, or just like, kind of difficult to ship. So I went ahead and listed that on both eBay and Facebook Marketplace, hoping that somebody local wants to pick it up so I don't have to worry about shipping at all. But yeah, so that's been my day. Hope you guys are having a good day, and let me know if you had any good pickups and what you're selling. Thanks for watching and follow my flipping dollar. This has been Resale Rafa.